Welcome into another edition of the Garden Report here on the CLNS Media Network and Celtics blog. Rookie edition, Jacob Toby, along with Clevis Murray. What's going on, man?
I'm doing pretty good, My debut took a while, but I'm finally here.
Hey, we're here at the Garden.
Yep.
Let's talk some NBA news, as the boys before us talked about the Celtics game tonight. And, you know, Derrick Rose coming out. There was a report today from Adrian Wojnarowski saying that his career may be in doubt. He's away from the team right now due to his injuries. I mean, this guy was one of the most explosive players this league has seen in quite some time, was an MVP guy.
Yep.
And now his career might be done. We don't really know that yet for sure, but it's definitely in doubt.
I feel like the signs were there for Derrick Rose to walk away from basketball. Remember last year with the Knicks against the Pelicans, he walked away, flew back to New York. Personal reasons, he needed to be away from the game. This year happens again. He's away from the Cavaliers. And I feel like he might actually walk away from the game. He's been injury prone, sadly, since 2012. Started with the ACL tear, and the injuries just kept coming and coming.
It's sad to see because, again, like I said, he won the MVP back in, what was that, 2011?
2011, yeah.
2011. He was maybe the best player in the league other than LeBron James at that point in time, and he really has never seen that type of play again, and it's really sad to see just because, you know, Chicago fans loved him so much, and his career just went downhill from there.
And with Derrick Rose, he at the time was the most explosive point guard in NBA history.
Sure.
He is
Russell Westbrook
exactly
who he is today.
Remember that debate, Russell or Derrick Rose is one or the other. Now I feel like with Derrick Rose, it's sad. He's the biggest what if of our generation. The past generation was Grant Hill. With us, it's Derrick Rose. He's shown flashes being great. It just fizzled out a little too early.
So do you think if he comes back and he can play, is he an effect for the Cavs? What can he do for the Cleveland Cavaliers?
I mean, he's always been a scorer. I mean, he's a dynamic scorer. He gets to the paint. He's not really a jump shooter. So I think that's the advantage that he brings to the team as well. What I was saying is that's the only thing is that the Cavs want shooting from their guards, what Derrick Rose doesn't bring. He's more of a penetrator, a shot creator. So I think that's what it brings to them. But the thing is just the injuries.
The thing for me is that Isaiah Thomas is still out with an injury as well. So they will depend on Rose for a lot of minutes. Don't know if his body can take starters minutes anymore.
No.
So.
I mean, time will tell. I mean, with Isaiah Thomas, he's due back, I believe, between December and January. So that's when he's supposed to be back. He started training with the Cavs. He started practicing. So it's slowly and surely, but you're right. The Cavs have two of their best guards injured right now, starting Jose Calderon. I mean, you don't really want Calderon as your starter, but hey, you got to do what you got to do.
Cavs were still in the news today. DeAndre Jordan trade rumors started to come afloat. They were linked to him. How could he impact their team in the Eastern Conference?
Shot blocker, athletic shot blocker, rebounding. He's the guy. He's like basically like Andre Drummond. To me, if DeAndre comes to the East, I think that actually adds to the dynamic of Cavs Warriors, Cavs Celtics, because he's an athletic guy in the paint that can block shots, rebound, very great paint protecting. He's a guy that guys will hesitate on driving on against.
And the Nets pick is also going to be involved in that trade as well if it ends up going through. That could be a big move for the Clippers, who are really struggling right now. Doc Rivers' job maybe a little bit in the hot seat.
And with the Clippers getting that possible pick, it might help them a bit because I don't see them making playoffs. I believe they're, what, 5-11 right now? They were on a 9-game losing streak. You get the pick plus your own pick, I believe they still have. Then it kind of protects you, like, okay, if you kind of want to tank, you can go for it. And the Nets, there have been some part of D'Angelo Russell currently out for knee injury. So I think maybe you might have to blow it up and trade DeAndre Jordan. And who knows, maybe once upon a time, maybe Blake Griffin.
Let's go back to the Boston Celtics real quick before we sign off.
Yep.
They are in Indiana tomorrow, and then they will play Detroit on Monday. Return of Mr. Avery Bradley.
That should be a fun return. Avery Bradley's a great Celtic. He truly is the definition of player progression. Each year he got better. From a jump shot to slashing more to a three-point shot to now being worth $20 million annually. I think it's going to be an emotional return from him on Monday, but I hope that the Celtics fans do embrace him. He gets the proper return that he earns.
I do remember the first game that he really went off, 20 points here versus the Knicks. I remember Tommy Heinsohn saying on the broadcast that this guy's going to be special, and it turned out he was a pretty good player for the Celtics.
Yeah, and Avery Bradley showed it. To me, my favorite Avery Bradley moment was 2013 Game 6 against the Knicks, where I remember he had a steal against Raymond Felton, dunked it on a hoop over here that is now gone. But it was the last game for the Big Three. Avery Bradley, his energy, his
epic comeback, man. So close.
So close. His energy, his defense, his quietness. He's the perfect player that Brad Stevens appreciates the most. And I can't wait until Monday.
Avery Bradley, a pro's pro for the Boston Celtics and now for the Detroit Pistons. That'll do it for us here at the TD Garden. For Clevis Murray, I'm Jacob Toby. Make sure to follow CLNS Media Network on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, all that good stuff as we're here at the TD Garden.